Hello, this is Whispering in Blue. Today I thought I would do the ASMR tag that's been going around, and I saw this with Whispering Myth, and I think Pig's Bum 53 did it. I love that name, Pig's Bum 53. And 3D Whispers has done this tag. So if you're interested in doing it, you are officially tagged. I thought about how to make this more relaxing, so I think, in case you didn't know, this girl is from Texas originally, so I thought I would do a southern accent. So let's start. When did you first experience the feeling of ASMR? This would probably be when I was a very, very small child, going through elementary school and going to slumber parties and things like that, where little girls would be sitting around on their sleeping bags in lines, braiding each other's hair. I think that's the first time I ever got tingles. We used to call them head tingles or whatever. That, and when I was in 3rd grade, my best friend, Kimberly, she had the most beautiful handwriting you've ever seen, and she would write in pencil, and she wouldn't press very hard on the paper. She was just very gentle and deliberate, and I could watch her write for hours and hours and hours. When did you first find out what it was? When I started in the community, I just thought of it as whisper chills or whisper tingles. The first time I was really aware of ASMR was, I think there was a description of it on a Sound Sculptures video. I think it is a pretty good description, and then when I started making more, I guess, tingle-inducing videos like the InSpanning, one of my videos got put on SoothTube. I think it was the first InSpanning video, and I kind of looked at other videos, and I realized there really was a calling for these types of things. I never thought of it as ASMR, even after I figured out what it was, really. I've always thought of my videos as just being relaxation videos, but that's when I first was aware. Do you know any friends or family who have ASMR? I've never talked to anybody about ASMR outside of the community, so no. How and when did you find out about ASMR YouTube videos? After I started listening to Sound Sculptures and those kind of holophonic haircut videos and all those things, and then SoothTube, and that's when I started realizing that was actually a genre. And then people started using ASMR as a tag in regular whisper videos, so that's when I first really found out about it. Have you told anybody about your ASMR outside of the community? No. Do you listen to ASMR videos with headphones or without? Always with headphones. All of my videos are geared towards headphone use, so I'm sorry if you've been straining to hear. But they're all for headphones. Do you get stressed out a lot? Not really now, but I used to when I was working on my doctorate, and that's when I actually joined the community. It was when I was really, really, really stressed, and it was a great outlet, a great creative outlet for me. Do you listen to ASMR videos quietly or loudly? Generally very loudly. I have the volume cranked up to probably 75% or 100% most of the time. Depends on the whisper. Some people use more gain in their whispers, and it's louder. So the ones that I listen to a lot, generally I already know what the volume's going to need to be set at. I think that means I listen to too many whisper videos, but that's okay. Have you downloaded any ASMR videos as MP3s, and if so, what? about 8 or 9 months ago, I was going to go on a trip, and I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to have my videos with me, and I was really nervous. And so I downloaded some Whisper Crystal videos. In particular, one of her favorite videos that I have encountered, probably one of the most relaxing videos, it just always does it for me, is, I don't know the name of it. I think it's called Love, or The Land of Love, or something like that. And it's got a heart in clouds, I think, in the picture for it. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, but I think that is just a magnificent video. All of her videos are magnificent, and I miss her so much. I don't know where she is, but I miss her. In addition, I think I downloaded a few Kogernach videos too, because I love his accent. Hi, Kogernach. Haven't talked to you in forever. I don't know if he's listening to this, but anyway, give him a shout out. And you should check him out if you have not. He's wonderful. I haven't really downloaded very many MP3s though. That was the only time I've ever downloaded them. And it just takes me a while to get everything together. I would put mine in MP3 format, but there are so many easy ways to get that online that I'm too lazy. If you want it in MP3 format, there are lots of easy ways to do it. So, what is your main trigger? I would say my main trigger is, I think they're called percussive S's, like that. That's like the very quiet, just metered whispering. You can just barely hear the S's. I'm a snake. I love S's. I love accents. I love pretty voices. And when I first started, back in my day, when I started whispering, there weren't a whole lot of videos out as far as people specifically. I mean, people would do face videos, but it wasn't necessarily for relaxation. I know that Snarky Whispers would do some face videos, and she, this is going to sound so creepy, she's got a real pretty mouth. That's so creepy. She's got a very pretty mouth, and she's got lovely teeth, and so I think that added to the experience of it. But she was really the only person that I watched that did videos when I first started. And so, God, that sounds so, I'm so sorry, Snarky. That sounds so creepy. I just listened to listen. I didn't listen to watch. And so, and I would fall asleep most of the time. So I'd never really paid attention to the visual. And I know that a lot of people do visuals now, and that's very relaxing, but my main trigger is auditory. What is a trigger that lots of other people have, but you just can't get? Unboxing videos perplex me. I think that they're neat, but I've never really gotten into unboxing videos. In addition, crinkling paper and plastic sounds. Sometimes plastic does it for me, but crinkling anything sounds doesn't really do it for me. But I think it's lovely that people enjoy those sounds. And there are lots of wonderful people who do those types of videos. What is one thing you would like to see improving in the ASMR community? I think in general, not a whole lot. I think that it's going really well. There's a lot of input from lots of different people. We've got ASMR radio now. It feels like there's a lot more of a community aspect to that, so that's wonderful. Thank you, Whispering Weaver. And I appreciate ASMR. I'm going to miss so many people, but they've done a wonderful job getting that done. And the Water Whispers, I think, too. Yeah. So their efforts have led to much more of a community feel and a lot more interaction, which I like. Yeah, I don't really see a lot of changes I would make. Just, I wish I knew everybody. It's so big now. It used to be, as I said, back in my day, it used to be a lot smaller. So I felt like I knew most of the people that were doing stuff, and now I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff, which is sad to me. Who is your favorite whisperer? I'm going to skip this question sort of because I have about 15 or 20 people that I listen to on a regular basis. And I don't really have a favorite whisperer because sometimes, I don't know if y'all are the same way, but the effect kind of wears off a little bit, or you've listened to something so many times you can recite it, which I'm very guilty of. And so you want to kind of switch. And so I switch a lot. But I have a list of channels that I watch a lot on the side of my channel. So if you want to check out those suggested channels, you can. Do you have a favorite accent you like to listen to? Yes, I like UK accents. I like British accents and Scottish accents and Irish accents, and just kind of interesting ways that people's language affects their ability to speak English. I know that sounds kind of rude. It's not meant to be rude at all. But the affect that another language has on English being someone's second language, I find very, very relaxing. Do you like Bob Ross? Yeah. I like Bob Ross. I remember just going into a coma on the couch when I was little, watching him on TV. What is your least favorite thing about the ASMR community? Again, I really like the community. I consider myself to be part of the whisper community, really, but I think that it's so, there's so much overlap between the two. I don't see them as two separate entities, really, but I dig it. I think the one thing that kind of bothers me is if people feel left out or underappreciated, because there's so many people in the Whisperverse now, and my advice would just be, hang in there. If you're starting a new channel, hang in there and just let people know that you're there. If you want to leave a comment on people's channels saying, hey, check out my channel, that's cool. I've found a bunch of wonderful whispers through that. And I would say just make sure that you're doing it for the right reason, because you get your feelings really hurt if you start off expecting people to listen to you, because it takes a while for people to figure out who you are and everything. So just hang in there and just do it for relaxation, and just let everything fall into place as it will, because this is a chill community, and you don't need to stress out about stuff like that. Just put your wonderful work out there and let people enjoy it. That's what I say. If you could get rid of your ASMR forever, would you? No. I think that would be silly. Yeah, that would just be silly. Not going to do that. Now I'm losing my accent. Dang it. Okay. Getting back into it. Okay, I got it. Do other noises give you triggers? For example, unpleasant noises that might make you cold. I would say no, not really. The only sound that really gets me is train horns, I would say. And just in case you didn't know, train horns are built on the interval of a tritone, because that interval is very jarring. Tritone, I think, if you're going to play it like a C scale, it would be the interval from a C to an F sharp. So it's a very kind of jarring interval. And sometimes I get chills hearing a train horn. I'm such a music nerd, and I hope that that's right, because if it's not, I'm going to sound like a big idiot. But anyway, it's built on a tritone. Do you get ASMR from any smells? Occasionally, perfumes that are particularly nice. I don't know if I get ASMR from it, but I really enjoy them. I get ASMR. Well, I don't know if it's ASMR. I like smelling pipe tobacco on cold days. So if somebody's smoking a pipe outside, normally you can smell it a block away, but that kind of sweet smell, if it's cold outside, I like that's kind of tingly to me. And rain. I like the smell of rain all the time. It's kind of electric. I like it. Do you have any unusual triggers that wouldn't normally trigger ASMR, like shouting? um, no, no, I don't think so. Sometimes I get tingles from rocking, like if I'm in a rocking chair and I'm rocking back and forth. I think it's just from just loving to be rocked as a child, maybe. I don't know. My mother had to rock me. She put miles on that rocking chair. She rocked me constantly. And when she wasn't rocking me, she was just carrying me around, kind of like jiggling me up and down, because I just had to be moving all the time. And now I get motion sick. I think that has something to do with it. Anyway, but rocking can do that. Do you get ASMR from feeling anything? Like a soft blanket. I think there's a tremendous tactile component to ASMR. I don't really get it from feeling things. Actually, cold sheets will do it. Like, I love cold sheets on the bed. So probably that would do it. What is a trigger you didn't know you had until you discovered it on the YouTube community? That would probably be folding things, and thank you, Gentle Whispering, for that. She has got this magnificent video. It is just amazing that it is so relaxing, but she does all these decorative towel folds, and then there's another one where she's folding up scarves. I had no idea that was so relaxing, but it is. It's just, I can just zone out and just go. It's wonderful. Does the ASMR effect of some videos wear off after watching them a few times? And that would be a definite yes. Although I don't really watch videos to get ASMR. I watch them just for relaxation, but even the relaxation properties of videos, if you have them memorized and you know what's coming up, sometimes it's just the newness of it that's relaxing. So yeah, but my favorite videos that I've watched, I've probably listened to 100 times. So yeah, it'll wear off after a while. It's very unfortunate. What is the main reason you watch ASMR videos? As I said, and just to relax and sleep. I don't really, even like with that, somebody playing with my hair, I don't get ASMR at the salon anymore even. So mainly it's just to be able to quiet my mind and go to sleep. What is your least favorite kind of ASMR video? And are there any that make you cringe or that you just can't watch? I would say that probably, and this is not because I have any moral stance against them at all, like sexually themed videos don't relax me at all, and I don't get ASMR from them. I just feel like a voyeur. But a lot of them are so well written, and I think we have a lot of writers in the whispering community, or they should be writers, because they're so descriptive and wonderful. And I think it's wonderful that those exist, and they just don't do it for me. So that would be, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I don't watch? I don't watch unboxing videos. Depending on what is being scratched, I don't watch scratching videos, because sometimes those are a little bit jarring to me, but sometimes they're really, really relaxing. It just depends on what's being scratched. Do you have any theories on why ASMR happens? Why, yes. Yes, I do. And I think these would be more hypotheses. But I think there is a tactile component to ASMR. There's just a relaxation component. I think it has to do with the serotonergic and dopaminergic systems and release of certain neurotransmitters. It has to do with stimulation. The relaxation component, I think, you're reducing stress. So probably you're reducing stress hormones like cortisol in the body. And then probably the ASMR is elicited. This is just my thought on it. So you're reducing cortisol, reducing stress, lowering heart rate, getting relaxed. And then there's an alerting response to something. And in that alerting response, there's probably neurotransmitter release or endorphin release or, excuse me, something like that, to where some unconventional stimulus is causing an alerting response. And after that alerting response is when you get the physiological trigger, the response, the tingles or whatever, the increased blood flow, the maybe increased heart rate. I don't know if anybody's ever done heart rate studies with ASMR, but they should. But I think it has to do a lot with just relaxing and then having some unconventional alerting response that doesn't really cause a tremendous amount of physiological arousal, like heart rate increase, but just enough to where those chemicals are released in the body. And so that might be one explanation. Just from a tactile standpoint, I mean, somebody rubbing your head, you've got more nerve endings in certain places of your body. So I think certain parts of your body would be more inclined to be receptive to getting tingly. I think that's one of the reasons why people's heads are so sensitive. Or your hands, like watching somebody, give themselves a hand massage or a foot massage or that sort of thing. As far as the sexual component to ASMR, I think that it's difficult to tease out all of those things just because arousal has so many different facets. But I don't really think that ASMR's next is I've heard people say, oh, that's just you're just getting turned on. Just reading in different threads about it. I think that there might be a component that is sexual arousal, but who knows? I don't think it's anything dirty or anything to be ashamed of. But yeah, so as I've hemmed and hawed around that, but those are some of my hypotheses about what might be causing that. Finally, what do you think is the future for ASMR? I think I've heard this on other people's tag videos. I think that just like relaxation videos and hypnosis videos and hypnosis audio, there is a commercial market for it probably. I just don't think the right people know about it yet. And it will be unfortunate if it changes our community, if it is commercialized. But I have a feeling it probably will be once enough people find out about it, because for some people it is kind of like a drug, and people will go to great lengths to feel better. So I think that once the right people find out about it, it's going to be commercialized. I hope that the community lasts a long time. I started off in the whisper community, so I think of it as all the same thing, but I love being here and talking to you guys, and I'm amazed that people listen to me. But I hope you have enjoyed this. If you feel like doing the tag, do it, and I will talk to y'all later.